Students, yesterday we have discussed till the elastic collision in one dimension. Today we will start our topic with perfectly inelastic collision in one dimension. Now in this we have considered that a body m1 moving with velocity u1 strikes a body m2 which is at rest, and after collision both the bodies started moving with the same velocity v. We have studied about the inelastic collision that in case of inelastic collision the linear momentum is conserved, but there is some loss of kinetic energy. So first of all, in this we will apply the law of conservation of momentum, and then after applying the law of conservation of linear momentum we will find the loss of kinetic energy during perfectly inelastic collision. So first of all, applying law of conservation of momentum, we have that the momentum before collision is equal to momentum after collision. Before collision the momentum is m1 u1, and after collision the momentum is m1 plus m2 into v. So here the value of velocity, v क्या है हमारी, the velocity with which the bodies m1 and m2 are moving together, that is their common velocity after the collision is given by v is equal to m1 u1 upon m1 plus m2. Now since in a inelastic collision kinetic energy is lost, so the loss in kinetic energy is equal to initial kinetic energy minus final kinetic energy, that is half m1 u1 square minus half m1 plus m2 v square. यहाँ पे we can, because we are only having one velocity, we can use v here. So we will substitute the value of v from the above equation, that is m1 u1 upon m1 plus m2 whole square. उसमें से एक m1 plus m2 की टर्म कैंसिल हो जाएगी. We will get half m1 u1 square minus half m1 u1 upon m1 plus m2. So half m1 u1 will be taken as common. So we will have half m1 u1 into 1 minus, here half m1 u1 square will be taken as common. So in the bracket we are left with 1 minus m1 upon m1 plus m2, and when we will take the LCM we will have half m1 m2 upon m1 plus m2 into u1 square. Now this is the formula for the loss in kinetic energy. Now since the loss of kinetic energy is positive, this means that the energy is lost in the form of heat and sound. Next we are going to discuss elastic collision in two dimension. Students, here we have been considering that a body of mass m1 is moving with velocity u1. It strikes a body m2 at rest, and after collision the body m1 moves with angle theta 1 and the body m2 moves with angle theta 2. Means these are two bodies, after striking with each other they move in a plane making an angle theta 1 and theta 2 with the horizontal. v1 and v2 are the velocities of body m1 and m2 respectively. After collision we have split the velocities into the rectangular components as v1 cos theta 1 and v1 sin theta 1, and v2 as v2 sin theta 2 and v2 cos theta 2. Now since the collision is elastic, we have to apply the conservation of momentum and conservation of kinetic energy. First of all we will apply conservation of linear momentum. Here we are dealing with two axes, that is x-axis and y-axis. So first of all we will apply law of conservation of momentum along x-axis. We will have m1 u1, और x-axis के along कौन से velocity के कौन से component है, v1 cos theta 1 and v2 cos theta 2. So we have m1 u1 is equal to m1 v1 cos theta 1 plus m2 v2 cos theta 2. Now applying the law of conservation of momentum along y axis, we have 0 is equal to, क्योंकि y axis के along before collision कोई भी हमारा linear momentum नहीं था, so we have 0 is equal to, अब जो velocities है v1 sin theta 1 and v2 sin theta 2 are in opposite direction, so we have m1 sin theta 1 minus m2 sin theta 2. Next is we will apply the law of conservation of kinetic energy. Now the kinetic energy is also conserved, so half m1 u1 square is equal to half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square. अब students, you can see that in these equations there are 4 variables, theta 1, theta 2, v1 and v2, but we are only having 3 equations. It is not possible to find the value of 4 variables from 3 equations. So in this, one quantity is determined experimentally and then only the calculations are done. So we will only discuss here the special cases. First special case is that the collision is glancing collision. In the case of glancing collision, theta 1 is equal to 0 degree and theta 2 is equal to 90 degree. Now we will apply these in the above equations we have. We will first see the result on momentum, that is your linear momentum, that is m1 u1 is equal to m1 v1 cos theta 1 plus m2 v2 cos theta 2. थीटा 1 हमारा 0 है, cos 0 इज होता है हमारा 1 एंड theta 2 90 degree है, this term will be 0. We will have m1 u1 is equal to m1 v1, m1 will cancel out, means u1 is equal to v1 हो गया. Next हमारा है यहाँ पे theta 1 is equal to 0 degree, sin 0 is equal to 0 and sin 2 is equal to 90, theta 2 is equal to 90 degree and sin 90 is 1. So here we have m2 v2 is equal to 0, that is v2 is equal to 0 क्योंकि mass of the body cannot be 0, so v2 is equal to 0. Putting these terms in the kinetic energy, we have that kinetic energy will be equal to 0. So in case of the glancing collision, the incident particle जो हमारा loss of kinetic energy है, that is 0. So in case of glancing collision, the incident particle does not lose any kinetic energy and is scattered almost undeflected. Now in the second case we have head-on collision. In case of head-on collision, theta 2 is 0 degree, that is in this case theta 2 will be 0 and cos 0 is 1. So m1 u1 is equal to m1 v1 cos theta up plus m2 v2, and this equation will become, you know that theta 2 is 0, sin 0 is 0, so here we will have m1 v1 sin theta 1 is equal to 0, and since the kinetic energy will remains the same. Next we are going to discuss coefficient of restitution. Coefficient of restitution is defined as the rate of relative velocity of separation after collision to the relative velocity of approach before collision taken in magnitude. It is represented by small e. Small e is equal to mod v1 minus v2 upon mod u1 minus u2. जो हमारा coefficient of restitution है, it is the ratio of relative velocity of separation after collision to the relative velocity of approach before collision, and the coefficient of restitution is used to differentiate between different types of collision depending upon the value of E. Case 1, if the value of E is equal to 1, then the collision is perfectly elastic. In this case, the relative velocity of separation is equal to relative velocity of approach. In the second case, the value of E is greater than 0 but less than 1. In this case, the collision is inelastic and the relative velocity of separation is less than the relative velocity of approach. Case 3 is E is equal to 0. Here the relative velocity of separation is 0. That is, the two bodies move with the common velocity after collision. Next, in the last case we have E is greater than 1. This is a superelastic collision in which the kinetic energy is increased. So students, next, the last topic of this chapter is non-conservative forces, that we will discuss tomorrow, and tomorrow we will also discuss some of the numericals. Saturday we are going to have the live class. So from Monday we will start up with the next chapter.